All right, everybody, we have finally made it to the season 3 finale of Better Call Saul, and this season, it's been insane for everybody. Not just Jimmy, the entire cast has just been going through it. But of course, if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, you can watch the Fleet version of this reaction, as well as get early access reactions by supporting the Patreon and also checking out Ezret.tv. I would love your support, but aside from that, let's stop talking and get started. All right, for the Patreon people, we are going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Camp trip?
Every little while, Mabel could hear strange rustlings in the leaves. Well, what's that?
We know him?
Oh, I'm so frightened. In a minute or two, she heard the howl again.
Is she gonna be okay?
She'll be fine, Jimmy.
How do you
Oh,
know?
wow.
Just listen. You'll see. It
Jeez.
was so dark that she stumbled over the bushes and the roots.
Gonna give more background to their childhood? Oh, Kim. Yeah. Broken arm. What else?
Kim. I know. Does she need to spend the night?
Once this is done, she'll be discharged.
I don't know what we're gonna do now. Oh my god. He went out there to collect her files. Surprised it all didn't just blow away everywhere. They're dealing with a lawsuit threat. Oh god. Just holding them all hostage, basically.
Lawsuits, threats, recriminations. This is a situation no firm ever wants to be in. It's embarrassing.
Well, you're putting us in this situation, so...
I know we all want a swift resolution here. The firm could choose to buy me out for an amount that is almost certain to bankrupt it. There's no reason we can't put all this unpleasantness behind us and continue on as we have been.
Just get back to work.
I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. I think we can settle all this right now with a simple handshake.
Howard?
Would you all give us the room for a moment?
Oh, God. We've never seen them two face off before.
17 years. 18 in July, actually. All those years, we built this place together. I've supported you. Looked up to you. For a long
Things
time.
changed.
But you've let personal vendettas turn your focus away from what's best for HHM. You've put your needs first, to our detriment.
I don't think that's accurate.
And the moment that I mildly suggest, with empathy and concern, that maybe it's time for you to consider retirement.
What do you do?
The first
Threaten to
instinct you
sue.
have is to sue me,
Yeah.
to sue the firm. Here, just take this.
$3 million.
The first of 3 payments as per the partnership agreement.
The firm can't afford this. Are you? You're not shutting down, are you?
I would never endanger the firm. This is mostly from my personal funds.
Oh, whoa.
You're paying
He's
me out of
serious about this. He's like, and I'll continue to do so.
You won.
Man. That shows how serious
There's
he
one
is.
last thing.
Oh shoot, everyone's gathered. It's gonna be the goodbye. Like, I regret to tell you all that this is the last, watch.
Everybody,
It's the last day
thank you for gathering.
of Charles
I
McGill.
have some bittersweet news to share.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry to
God.
say, but our fearless leader, Charles McGill, will be leaving HHM, effective immediately. I want to take this moment to thank Chuck for everything he's done for HHM. We started off with 6 employees, and Chuck helped grow us into one of the largest firms in the state. We will be forever grateful for his dedication.
Do you have anything you want to say?
Oh my God. This is bold.
All right, then. Let's give him a hand.
Okay. Howard's played his hand. I am very surprised with this outcome. You saw how quickly that smile vanished? Alright, what are you gonna do now? This is definitely not over yet. It's
You hungry? I'll make you something. Be right back. Just finish that.
Hey.
up and moving?
I said I'd bring it to you.
I needed to stretch my legs.
Said eggs. This is twisted.
Oh, thanks. This one
I wonder if she talked to
real fast.
well, probably not, never mind.
Is there
She wouldn't really have
coffee?
had time to.
Sure. But or Gatorade first.
Like, I'm not worried about Mesa Verde. I'm worried about the new client that she brought on. Oh. Not a lefty, huh? Help her. Oh.
You're not feeding me, Jimmy. There are lines we do not cross.
Let him. He's used your finger as a toothbrush. I think we can kick it up a notch a little bit.
I was looking into our lease on the office. We'd definitely take a haircut if we broke it, but we are allowed to sublet. Might be our best option. Furniture's mostly rented month to month, so that's not an issue. For you, I think you need a desk, some file cabinets, a Westlaw terminal. All that sound okay?
Are you sure about this?
I mean, we've.
I mean, even with the sandpiper money?
Look, after everything, I don't give a shit about the office.
Wow.
So can I start looking for a tenant?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. She doesn't want to give it up.
I could have killed someone, Jimmy.
Oh, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, yourself.
I worked most of last week on maybe 6 hours of sleep, and then I crossed 3 lanes of traffic, and I don't remember any of it.
That's the. Oh, that is
Did what you
horrifying.
thought you had to do because of me.
You didn't make me get in that car. That was all me. I'm an adult. I made a choice.
Crossing 3 lanes of traffic.
All I can say is I am gonna fix things.
Oh God, what does that mean in Jimmy terms? Scary to me. Because you don't know what his intentions are anymore. This dude's ponytail, his hair is growing fast. Remember, or I don't know if it was like a new style, but remember the first time we saw him sitting on Mike's porch? It was barely anything there. It was like that much. Oh God, it's starting.
Quiet at night. We pull the trucks up to the doors. We unload right into the shop. I'd be here to see it gets done right.
Where's Poppy?
I'd be taking care of all this, but he's good. Once we get everything packed, Arturo will pick up.
He wants to.
Make sure
Oh, there he is. God, go.
Mejor. Por favor. Váyase de mi taller.
Papá.
Oh
por favor,
God,
no
I.
seas generoso. No sea así respetuoso. Por favor.
Oh man. Their relationship is gonna be a mess after all of this.
He's old-fashioned. He'll come around. Don Hector.
I don't trust him.
Oh no. What does that mean? when he doesn't trust someone that he's supposed to be doing
These are
business
from Kevin
with.
and Paige. Well, I guess they're from everybody at Mesa Verde.
What's he gonna do to
Oh,
him?
and there's a card. So somewhere in here. Ah, here. You are so lucky. I used to drive that highway every weekend to visit my brother and his kids, and I saw an accident almost every single time. People die on that road all the time.
She's trying to.
I already rescheduled everything you had this week, but I didn't touch that meeting with the regulator. I know that whole Utah timeline is delicate.
All right, it's next Wednesday, right?
Yes, and there's still a lot of prep that we push, so you could focus on getting Mr. Gatwood up by the end of the quarter.
Which isn't happening now.
Actually, I talked with Colleen, and she said everyone's fine doing that meeting Monday, so, you know, that means we could still slide in, just under the deadline.
And Jessica, it's crazy how different she is, considering, you know, how she is in Breaking Bad, of course. Just don't overwork yourself, you know.
Found it. Here you go.
Look
10
at her.
pages,
It's
timelines
just.
Kim? You okay? I can always come back.
I'm gonna need you to cancel Gatwood and push everything else.
What? Everything?
Yeah.
Gonna focus on her
Everything.
health.
Okay.
But first, could you give me a ride?
Ms. Wexler sends her apologies, Mr.
Wait,
Gatwood.
Blockbuster?
And she feels terrible about this. But with her accident and the recovery, she's just not going to be able to finish her work for you in time.
Oh
Well,
my god.
Yes. Ms. Wexler did ask me to tell you she strongly recommends Schweikart and Coakley. They're an exceptional firm. Thank you.
All these
Bye.
movies.
How
Oh
many do I
my
have?
lord.
9?
What the? Let us make it 10. Jesus. Alright, Jimmy, is this the attempt at fixing? Let's see. Oh god. No.
Come on, Chuck. I just want to see your face. Come on, Chuck. Just need a minute. I just need to know you're all right.
That is a big house, man.
I'm all right, Jimmy.
Oh, hey, good. I mean, I'm glad you're all right. Can I come in? Just talk for a minute?
I hear music. And there was a washer and dryer in there too. You saw it? It was right in front of the door. He slowly look at him. Wow. We're finally gonna see the house all lit up and modernized.
As you can see, I'm more than all right. I'm very well, in fact. I always told you I'd get better. You just never believed me.
Sure I did. How did you do it?
What was it you wanted? Beyond proof of life?
I wanted to say in hindsight I could have made different choices.
Is that so?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's all on me.
Chuck does not want to hear it.
If I had to do it all over again, I would maybe do some things differently.
That you have regrets?
Yeah, I have regrets.
Why?
Because you're my brother. There aren't that many of us McGills left, and I think we should stick together.
No. Why have regrets at all? What's the point?
Because you're just gonna keep doing them. Watch.
What do you mean?
Well, look at you. You're in so much pain. Why are you putting yourself through all this?
Because I wanted to tell you
That you have regrets. And I'm telling you, don't bother. What's the point? If you're not going to change your behavior, and you won't,
I can
why not
change.
just skip the whole exercise? In the end, you're going to hurt everyone around you. You can't help it. So stop apologizing and accept it. Embrace it.
What about you, Chuck? You didn't do anything wrong? You're just an innocent victim?
Let me put your mind at ease, Jimmy. I don't want to hurt your feelings. But the truth is, you've never mattered all that much to me.
Oh my God. He's just wiping his hands clean and moving on. Gosh. He just sits down and that's that. Gonna leave. Sounds like it.
Gold comforter, green chair, brown journal.
It's working. Him focusing on objects in the room. I can't believe it's working this well, though. Man. But it does show, you know, he's still not over it, which realistically, that's understandable. Turning it all off. I mean, even considering how much, like how long he had everything on in the first place, he's doing good. Oh God, leave this woman alone. I don't like, is this gonna be like
As beautiful as ever.
Why don't you come in?
Now, have you given any thought to how you want to spend that settlement money?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what I do. Alaskan cruise. You can walk on a glacier under the aurora.
Like, she doesn't want to hear this mess anymore, man. Like, this is all just bitter to her now.
Alaska's too cold? Maybe a European river cruise. Float on down the Danube. I bet you and the ladies could split a deluxe suite. You can get into all sorts of trouble.
It sounds very nice, but I don't think they'd really want to.
Why not?
They're still...
You ruined their
upset.
friendship, Jimmy. That's why.
They must be excited about the settlement, though, right? You can't let one little misunderstanding destroy years of friendship.
Okay, how do you trust someone who bends any way the wind is blowing? Where is her integrity?
Yeah, Jimmy. You should know all about that, huh?
Well, I can't help but blame myself.
You were just trying to help.
No, I stuck my nose in where it didn't belong and I stirred the pot.
Jimmy, you're a good friend.
She doesn't deserve you.
No, she doesn't.
God, this just... I appreciate him for trying to clean up his mess. His messes. But... I don't know. There's just a lot of damage that might be irrecoverable here.
Yes, I've shut off all the breakers. Yes, I have checked several times. The power meter is still turning. Well, I want you to send someone over to find it and disconnect it. Right. Wednesday. I can't wait that long. Are you sure there's nothing sooner? Wednesday.
Oh, man. Check your meters, y'all. Sometimes you can be mistaken, especially if you're in an apartment complex. You might be paying for someone else's power. That's happened to me before. Always make sure it matches what's on your bill. He's gonna find this where the power is going.
Yes, hello. This is Charles McGill. I have a 3 o'clock with Dr. Cruz today. Yes. Well, would you tell her that something's come up and I'm not able to come in today? No need to reschedule. I'll just see her next week.
This is gonna be something so minuscule too. I just can't think of what it could be. Oh my God. He's gonna deconstruct this whole house soon. Oh my god. This entire house is just gonna be in ruins. Literally busting hole. Oh my lord! It's a big house too. I don't think you're gonna find this thing. I feel like he would have had a better shot just waiting until Wednesday. Or I don't know. Can electricians help with this? Just when I was complimenting him about how he was getting better too. I guess now he's just like, there's no point in getting better if I can't work. Still going. Like, at this point, move out. This man about to have a heart attack because of this thing. Oh my god. Back to being a caveman. Oh god, who are we with? Oh shit, it's Nacho this time. I thought it was gonna be Mike. He said, I'll just kill this man myself. Them pills taking too long. This is a very direct approach, isn't it? A little too direct. No. You're done with Boss Man here. There's bound to be people watching after him or something, right? I don't know. Especially that guy with the ponytail that never speaks. At least hide the gun. You're in. Oh. Look. Oh. What I say is always.
Good. You got my message.
Yeah.
What are we about to do? They're coming. Ooh. Was that Gus? Sure is.
What's he doing here?
The boss wants you to settle this.
I settle it right now, okay?
You have to work together. It's what the boss wants.
The boss can suck me.
I'd watch what I say if I were you.
Who you think you are? You should be kissing my ass right now. Salamanca blood.
You have to calm down.
That hacienda, I pay for it. And you treat us like dogs.
Hector, this isn't personal.
It is. It is
For
personal.
him, yeah. Is this where it starts? Oh shit. Then he's gonna take more of the pills. Oh. And look at Nacho, he's not lifting a finger.
Call 911. Stash the guns. You should not be here when they arrive. No te mueros, cabrón.
Outside a garage at the corner of that.
He's like, don't you die until I can kill you. You can't die until I say so.
No te mueros, cabrón.
He's gonna pick up all the pills. They can't find this.
And was he taking any medications?
He took these.
Thanks. We're headed to Love.
Are those the real pills? Damn, I feel like Gus is like, you don't seem too worried. Gus is suspicious.
No luck with Miss Landry.
Oh, shoot, that bridge is burned. Ashes.
Is that bad?
There's no putting that genie back in the bottle. And I've tried everything. I sent muffin baskets to the gals. I signed them from her.
Nice.
They saw right through it. Oh, Jimmy, you're too nice. Jimmy, she doesn't deserve you. The more I try to make them like her again, the more they end up loving me instead.
All right, screw it. Mockingbird Encore it is.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
What is
Oh
it?
god.
Mrs. Landry.
You figured it out?
Yeah. But I really don't want to do it.
Oh my god. Chair, what was it called? Chair yoga?
Testing. Okay. Let's wake up those spines with cat-cow position. And cow. And cat.
Mr. McGill?
Oh god.
Aaron Grill. You're just in time
Aaron.
for chair yoga.
What in the world is happening right now?
Well, pull up a chair. There's always room for one more.
Now, Mr. McGill. I could not for the life of me figure out why on earth Mrs. Landry would suddenly change her mind about the Sandpiper settlement. I had to practically drag the information out of her that you filled her head and all of her friends' heads with lies.
Oh god.
Anyone.
You drastically misrepresented the reality of the case. Did you know how much money you're going to make from this?
Nope.
Is this a part of his plan?
So what?
These people trusted you, Jimmy.
Do you have any idea how much time I had to put in listening to their insipid rambling?
Wow.
Or which grandchild disappoints them the most? Damn right they trust me. I worked my ass off earning their trust.
Then you betrayed it.
Besides, not like she's got that much time left anyway.
You're disgusting.
Jeez.
And rich.
Way to play to your strengths. Remember what Kim said?
Hey everyone, apologies.
Everybody.
Like 20 breaths.
He's cutting the. He's burning this
I
bridge.
see a lot of forward folding.
Come on, girls.
Shame on you.
Damn. He fixed things with them, but he severely burned that bridge, but okay.
So,
It worked.
Like a charm, yeah.
she'll go back on the settlement.
I imagine you'll hear from her within an hour or so.
Good.
Hey, well done in there.
I meant every word I said.
Yeah. She ain't playing with you. But you did make an effort to make things right, and it looked like it possibly worked. So, okay. Reparations, people. It's not an easy thing to do. Moving out. It was nice while it lasted.
Hey, you guys about done?
Yep.
Oh, what happens to Francesco, though?
I'm real sorry that this didn't work out.
It's fine. I already talked to my old supervisor at the MBD. Looks like they can take me back.
Oh, no.
Great. And you know, if we ever get another office up, you'd be our first call.
Yeah.
Yay. She's like, I'm not sure if I want to go back into this, but
Bye.
we know what happens. Bye. We'll see you later on in life. Under much, much, much worse circumstances. That is a cool office to look at the mirrored ceilings.
What's left?
I think this is it. This is all admin stuff. Appointment book, your Rolodex. Hey, why'd you do that?
Because no seniors come within 20 feet of me ever again. I'm gonna need a whole new business model when I get my license back. Kim, it's pointless. They're smearing my name across a tri-state area, sending telegrams to everyone, far and near.
You never know.
No.
We'll get another.
No.
A better wall.
Yeah. That's the attitude.
Ready?
I'm such a child. Is this Chuck's place? Oh my god. Is he okay? Oh my lord. It's like a horror movie. It was such a beautiful house too, and he just ruined it. He's gonna knock that lantern off if he don't stop. Or is he trying to knock it over? He just does not care anymore. Oh my god, he's burning that entire house down. Is he gonna stay? Oh. Chuck. He's really... I think he really just said, you know what? If I don't have HHM, I don't have anything. If I'm not a lawyer, I'm not anything. God, I mean, I knew, I mean, we knew how much HHM and just also just being a lawyer meant to him, but I did not think that was the route that he's going to go down. Like, I thought it was going to be more of a vengeful route where he is slowly going to begin to maybe calculate how he's going to get back into HHM. But you know what? I feel like the final cutoff was him saying what he said to Jimmy.
But the truth is, you've never mattered all that much to me.
I feel like that was the point where he was just like, I'm cutting off everything that I originally knew. None of it matters. If I can't be the person that I've spent all these years building myself up to become, then I'm nothing. Which is just a very unfortunate way to view your life in general. But that entire sequence of him just ripping his house apart, and especially that end scene, it's got me worried. I'm not gonna lie, especially if his intent is to die, you know, burn with his house, then oh, that's heavy. I mean, yes, Chuck has done things that has annoyed me to no end. You know, for example, going all the way back to when we saw the flashback of his mother waking up and her final words being Jimmy, and then when Jimmy, you know, comes back late to check on the mother, she's dead, and he asked Chuck, did she say anything? And Chuck just simply said no. That was one of the moments I was just like, okay, Chuck isn't the best person either. The next one was when, of course, this was much earlier in the season. I think it was, season 1 actually, when Chuck just straight up told Jimmy that he didn't deserve to be a lawyer because he did not work as hard as Chuck did to become one. He didn't have that merit. He didn't have that work ethic. And yes, considering Jimmy's past and everything like that, it's understandable that, well, why he would have doubts, especially even taking into consideration Jimmy's recent activities. You know, it's like, obviously Jimmy is a mess, but at the same time, Chuck wasn't all that great either. Now, that being said, that does not mean that Chuck doesn't deserve help. That does not mean that Chuck doesn't deserve love. That does not mean Chuck doesn't deserve the happiness, which is work for him, that he thinks he deserves. And now that those things are taken away from him, I don't know how to feel. I just feel like it's really sad to witness someone's life being taken away from them, both when it comes to what they've done professionally and quite literally his life at the moment, you know. If the end route or end goal, whatever you want to call it, is just going to be him burning with his house, you know. But hopefully, you know, someone sees the fire and alerts the fire department and they're able to save him, or somebody can drag him out. I don't know. It's late at night. He was in the living room right next to the fire, you know, right next to the lantern. So I don't, or maybe he had second thoughts and he ran out. I don't know. But it's just like, that's, well, first off, that's goodbye to his house either way. You know, the house that he and his wife lived in, You know, like those are memories that he'll never see again. Those memories are turning into ash. And maybe he realizes that, or maybe that, you know, that line of thinking hasn't kicked in yet, but it's going to, and it's going to hurt. I know it is, especially just considering what his headspace was in prior to those moments. I think he was just so clouded and everything was just so jumbled that he wasn't thinking clearly. But either way, all we can do now is just wait to see what happens next season. But man, I love that Better Call Saul is following, you know, Breaking Bad's level of chaos and drama, you know, especially when it comes to their season finales. They're just still just so gripping that you just want to jump into the next season. But of course, like I have been doing with every season up until now, I will be taking a short break and then returning for season 4. Oh my god. But geez, it's kind of weird to know that we have like 3 seasons left, 4, 5, and 6. So this journey is flying by for me. But anyways, of course, if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, definitely check out the Patreon for full-length access as well as early access to anything Better Call Saul, plus any other shows or movies that we are watching. I would love your support. But aside from that, you guys have a great day/night, and I'll see you next time. Subscribe.